sejahtera kepada semua penonton-penonton Sejahtera Asia. Apa khabar hari ini edisi Rabu 7 Disember 2022 pagi ini 1 jam 15 minit. Kami akan bersiaran langsung di TV saluran 122 Astro dan MYTV serta bersiaran langsung di platform media sosial kami di Facebook Live, di TVS dan juga Facebook Live Sejahtera Asia. Saya Juzackland.
Dan saya Elexson Nillian. Terima kasih sekali lagi penonton-penonton. Apa khabar Juzack?
Saya sihat.
Sihat, senyum selalu.
Senyum selalu.
Ya, semangat selalu.
Ceria
selalu. Dan yang penting Juzack, bahagialah selalu.
Walaupun masalah melanda.
Ya, walaupun masalah melanda.
Tapi macam mana nak bahagia selalu kalau masalah tu melanda? Mungkin ada tips ni.
Betul. Jadi kalau bahagia selalu ni penonton-penonton, bahagia ni tidak semestinya kita memiliki dan tidak sepertinya sempurna. Kerana bahagia ni saya boleh katakan apabila kita melihat keberadaan dalam ketidaksempurnaan itu. Itulah bahagia. Itu adalah bahagia sebenarnya penonton-penonton. Dan hari ini semestinya hari yang bahagia dan kita akan memaparkan topik-topik yang sangat menarik yang kita janjikan kepada penonton-penonton kita. Jadi kepada penonton-penonton, lontarkan komen anda, jatuhkan komen anda di Facebook Sejahtera Asia ataupun TBS. Meriahkan pada pagi ini di pertengahan minggu ini. Jangan stres, jangan tertekan. Ingat saja, tidak lama lagi Christmas dan Tahun Baru.
Dan topik pagi ini cukup-cukup istimewa kerana pagi ini studio kita penuh meriah bersama dengan kru-kru daripada pelakon dan juga pengarah daripada cerita yang akan dikeluarkan tidak lama lagi iaitu Call Me Agent. Ini daripada barisan pelakon-pelakon daripada Hong Kong turut bersama kita pada hari ini. Ini adalah filem dari Hong Kong. Minat cerita-cerita Hong Kong tak, Dr. Alex?
Saya minat cerita Hong Kong yang kalau tak silap saya cerita Chinese yang lama-lama dulu tu yang dia boleh terbang tu. Dia terbang, yang begitu best lah.
Ya, terbang tu lah minat.
Terbang tu best. Tapi kali ini saya difahamkan yang kali ini lebih kepada spy.
Lebih kepada spy.
Dia lebih kepada spy. Dia sikit je saya tahu yang pasal kalau dia cakap mengenai bahasa Chinese ni. Ni hao ma.
Ni hao ma.
Ini.
Itu bahasa Mandarin.
Itu sama
kita akan mengetahui dengan lebih lanjut mengenai tentang movie yang akan keluar ni tidak lama lagi. Kita akan bersama dengan dua orang pelakon utama dalam filem Call Me Agent dan juga seorang pengarah yang akan bersama kita tidak lama lagi. Dan kemudian kita ada topik yang berikutnya. Topik apa, Dr. Alex?
Topik ini sangat sesuai dengan PCDS 2030 di mana kerajaan Sarawak menekankan digital ekonomi ataupun digital transformation ini. Saya rasa ini adalah peluang yang sangat baik kepada penonton yang terlibat aktif di dalam dunia bisnes digital. Jangan lepaskan peluang ini. Kita bawakan panel kita jauh dari seberang Singapura.
Jadi pada Singapura akan membincangkan topik digital ekonomi ataupun digital transformation sebenarnya. Kalau sebelum ni saya ada interview CEO MDEX sebelum ini untuk bercakap tentang ekonomi digital. Sememangnya ekonomi digital ataupun topik kita pada ini digital transformation merupakan antara topik minat saya, memandangkan saya background ekonomi. Dan memang memandang serius tentang digital transformation kerana kalau kita lihat menurut Premier Sarawak sebelum ini mengatakan bahawa dijangkakan bahawa ekonomi digital mampu menyumbang 25% kepada KDNK global dunia ini. Sememangnya mengapa kita patut pandang serius kepada digital transformasi di negara kita ini, khususnya di Sarawak, memandangkan kita juga begitu komited dalam post-COVID development strategy 2030 menekankan untuk kita mengatur langkah ke hadapan dalam memastikan kita menukar corak ke arah digitalisasi itu. Macam biasa hari ini tak lepaslah kalau kita tak kongsikan perkembangan semasa di dalam negara maupun di luar negara. Kita akan mulakan perkembangan semasa yang pertama iaitu berkenaan dengan industri kraft tangan. Dengan hanya 687 pinggian industri kraft tangan, Sarawak mampu mencapai jualan 15.7 juta ringgit sepanjang tahun 2021 yang lalu. Hasil kejayaan tersebut, Menteri Pelancongan Industri Kreatif dan Seni Persembahan Datuk Seri Abdul Karim Rahman Amzam berkata kerajaan telah mengiktiraf kraft tangan tradisional sebagai salah satu pemain utama dalam strategi ekonomi Sarawak. Kita ada perincian.
The Sarawak government has high regard for the textile industry. It has a lot of potential to contribute to the development of our country's economy and livelihood. Hence, we have recognized traditional craft as one of the major players in our economic strategy, with a special focus on local textile such as the Sarawak Songket and LANGSUNG.
Tambahnya, usaha mengekalkan komuniti tekstil di Sarawak perlu diteruskan agar Sarawak berpeluang menjadi ikon tekstil.
Therefore, it is especially important that the development of local talents today remain the focal point sustaining our textile community. With the support of different agencies in training textile-related skills among the local talents, as well as a harmonious ecosystem, Sarawak can and will be, inshallah, an exemplary creative hub for our textile heritage.
Beliau berkata demikian dalam ucapan aluannya pada acara Lembaran Emas Siri 2 Simposium Tekstil Borneo 2022 di Hotel Pullman Kuching pada Selasa. Lembaran Emas Siri 2 Simposium Tekstil Borneo 2022 diinspirasikan daripada Simposium Tekstil ASEAN ke-8 yang telah diadakan di Putrajaya pada September lalu. Ia merupakan sebahagian daripada inisiatif berterusan untuk meningkatkan dan memacu pemeliharaan dan pemuliharaan tekstil di Sarawak.
Ya, pentingnya kita menjaga industri kraftangan di Sarawak ini. Kalau kita lihat kepentingan industri kraftangan ini mungkin dahulunya kurang mendapat sambutan, tapi pada masa kini ia begitu penting kerana ia merupakan antara penyumbang juga kepada ekonomi di Sarawak ini maupun KDNK Malaysia kita ini. Kalau kita lihat bagaimana untuk kita merancakkan lagi industri kraftangan ini adalah untuk kita memastikan supaya adanya R&D ataupun research and development untuk memastikan industri kraftangan ini terus mekar ataupun terus diperbaharui dengan pengenalan teknologi, dan dengan adanya pengenalan teknologi itu bagaimana untuk kita memanfaatkan dengan kos yang murah dan kita dapat mengeluarkan produk yang berkualiti dan juga dapat menarik lagi minat anak muda, kerana anak muda merupakan penerus kepada industri kraftangan ini. Kalau kita lihat mungkin minat terhadap industri kraftangan dalam kalangan anak muda itu kurang, tapi disebabkan langkah-langkah program-program strategi yang dilaksanakan dalam memastikan industri kraftangan ini terus bernafas, ia adalah sesuatu perkara yang harus dipandang serius kerana industri kraftangan ini bukan sahaja membawa imej maupun budaya warisan kepada negara. Kalau kita sendiri tidak menjaga warisan dan budaya, siapa lagi yang akan menjaga industri kraftangan? Kerana industri kraftangan ini adalah simbol maupun identiti kepada sebuah negara itu sendiri, Dr. Alex.
Saya sangat setuju dengan apa yang Zuzek katakan, kerana handicraft ini berkaitan dengan identiti dan sepentingnya warisan yang harus dijaga dan terus dimartabatkan baik apapun cabaran yang penuh-penuh. Dan ini juga membawa kita kepada perincian seterusnya mengenai institusi pendidikan. Di mana ICAT tubuh 8 pusat pembelajaran baharu. Jika dilihat, Kolej Universiti ICAT menubuhkan 8 pusat baharu untuk kemudahan warga Kolej Universiti ICAT, terutamanya kepada para pelajar. Di mana perasmian penubuhan pusat tersebut telah disempurnakan oleh Pengerusi Pusat Pembangunan Kemahiran Sarawak PPKS Tan Sri Dato' Amar Abdul Aziz Hussein pada Selasa. Dengan itu kita saksikan dulu bikisan ini.
Tan Sri Dato' Amar Dr. Abdul Aziz Hussein berharap dengan penubuhan pusat baharu ini, ia akan dapat membantu warga Kolej Universiti ICAT khususnya para pelajar.
Jadi dengan adanya 8 pusat yang baru ini, saya rasa ia akan dapat memberi manfaat kepada semua warga ICAT, khususnya pelajar-pelajar ICAT, dan agar kerana dengan adanya program-program ini, khusus mereka akan, saya rasa apa yang mereka pelajari di sini dengan tambahan apa yang dapat dipelajari pada program-program ini, mereka akan dapat menambahkan relevansi mereka. They become more relevant di dalam kerja-kerja di masa hadapan dan keperluan mereka di dalam karier-karier mereka masa bekerja nanti. Jadi saya haraplah the students, semua pelajar-pelajar akan turut serta dan menggunakan pusat-pusat ini dengan sepenuhnya dan dapat membantu diri mereka sendiri dalam menambahkan pengetahuan di dalam bidang-bidang yang tertentulah.
Tambahnya, Kolej Universiti ICAT turut menawarkan subjek berbentuk kajian bagi menghasilkan penyelidikan dengan harapan inisiatif tersebut dapat memantapkan pembangunan sosial masyarakat setempat.
Jadi saya rasa gembira kerana the universiti sekarang ini konsentrasi atau fokusnya kepada research. Itu saya rasa penting kerana masa ini adalah satu kekurangan lah, di mana research tidak banyak research dibuat daripada universiti dan juga untuk mengeluarkan research papers supaya kita harap both the lecturers dan student akan dapat membantu dalam usaha kita untuk menambahkan lagi pengeluaran research purpose dan menjalankan research dan penyelidikan untuk sekali. Banyak lagi penyelidikan yang perlu diadakan di negeri ini. Masalah-masalah bukan saja dalam bidang saintis, dalam bidang sains sosial dan sebagainya yang patut diadakan.
8 pusat baharu College University ICATS tersebut ialah seperti yang tertera.
Dimaklumkan juga ICAT ini juga sedang dalam pembinaan, Juzak, dalam pembinaan kampus yang baru di Kampung Terbol, Telaga Air dengan kos pembinaan sebanyak RM200 juta dan semestinya dengan menaik taraf kampus ini juga sedikit sebanyak memberi kemudahan fasiliti yang lebih convenient, yang lebih kondusif kepada para pelajar yang di ICAT. Dan kita faham dan kita tahu juga ICAT di-own oleh Sarawak State sendiri, termasuklah UCTA, Swinburne dan Curtin University, kerana secara langsung ini dapat meningkatkan produktiviti para pengajar dan juga para pelajar yang ada di ICAT itu bukan saja pengetahuan tetapi juga dalam bidang kemahiran semestinya. Dan kita mengharapkan ICAT ini terus kompetitif, terus ada daya saing di dalam institusi pendidikan terutamanya yang ada di Sarawak ini.
Saya suka bila awak sebut the on tu. Ya, sebenarnya pendidikan ini merupakan antara sektor yang penting untuk kita memastikan supaya dapat melahirkan pengguna budak insan yang berkualiti. Bercakap tentang pendidikan, begitu komited sekali kerajaan dalam memastikan bahawa pendidikan kita ini di paras yang terbaik sekali, di paras yang berkualiti dalam menghasilkan belia-belia yang mampu meneruskan legasi-legasi berpinaan yang pada masa kini. Baik, kita teruskan lagi dengan perincian kita yang terakhir. Gerbang Umrah Kuching KUG yang dilancarkan pada Oktober lepas diyakini dapat merancangkan lagi sektor pelancongan di Sarawak menjelang 2030. Inisiatif Kerajaan Sarawak melalui Lembaga Pelancongan Sarawak STB yang akan dimulakan tahun depan itu akan menyaksikan kehadiran jemaah dari Indonesia dan Filipina di Kuching untuk peralawatan atau sebelum penerbangan ke Jeddah atau Madinah atau dalam perjalanan pulang. Kita saksikan laporan ini.
Menurut Presiden Majlis Pelancongan Malaysia Uzaidi Udanis, Kuching boleh menjadi hub terbesar di Kepulauan Borneo seperti Kuala Lumpur yang menyediakan banyak laluan terus ke Mekah dan Madinah.
Ini adalah satu strategi yang bagus di mana negara Indonesia mempunyai ramai potensi untuk ke umrah. Dan apabila dia datang, terutama daripada Kalimantan, pada kawasan-kawasan Kalimantan, ini akan memberi kesenangan untuk jemaah-jemaah umrah daripada Kalimantan dan juga daripada negara Indonesia tempat-tempat lain. Dan ini juga secara langsung ia akan ada kita akan adakan satu program ni, itu panggil stopover Kuching, dan mereka menikmati Kuching sebelum mereka meneruskan perjalanan mereka untuk mengerjakan umrah.
Sebelum ini, Lembaga Pelancongan Sarawak STB telah menandatangani memorandum perjanjian MOA bagi inisiatif Gerbang Umrah Kuching KUG pada 6 Oktober lalu. Inisiatif tersebut menyediakan penerbangan terus dari Kuching ke Jeddah dan Madinah di Arab Saudi bermula pada suku pertama 2023 dan diunjurkan lebih daripada 200,000 ketibaan jemaah umrah ke Kuching dalam tempoh 6 tahun lalu melalui KUG.
Ya, kalau kita lihat contohnya pengembara yang akan mengerjakan umrah dari Indonesia, dari Filipina akan melakukan transit di Kuching sebelum pergi ke Jeddah ataupun Madinah. Dan umpamanya kalau kita pergi ke Europe, kita akan transit di Dubai. So begitulah perumpamaannya. Mengapa pentingnya perkara ini? Kerana dengan adanya transit ini ia akan merancangkan lagi sektor pelancongan, menambahkan lagi jumlah pelancong-pelancong asing ke Sarawak ini dalam masa yang sama. Apabila mereka melakukan transit di Kuching, semestinya mereka akan melakukan aktiviti jual beli dan sebagainya untuk melihat keadaan bandar Kuching bagaimana. Itu sebenarnya antara tarikan-tarikan untuk memastikan meningkatkan jumlah pelancongan kerana hubungannya positif. Apabila jumlah pelancong meningkat, maka ekonomi juga turut berkembang. Itu adalah indikator yang boleh dijadikan perkara yang positif dalam memastikan supaya sektor pelancongan ini dapat berkembang dengan pesat di Sarawak ini dan secara keseluruhannya di Malaysia. Baik, itu adalah perincian-perincian untuk kita kongsikan pada pagi ini. Dan saya cukup gembira pada pagi ini. Sebab apa? Sebab tim Portugal yang saya sokong pada hari sebelum ini menang besar ke atas Switzerland.
Mampu tak Portugal kali ini? Mampu tak Portugal kali ini?
Kalau kita bercakap mampu ke tak, dia depend sebenarnya kepada performance. Tapi memandangkan pada pagi tadi mereka menang besar ke atas Switzerland 6-1 menjinakkan Switzerland. Saya rasa mereka merupakan pesaing yang kuat, mampu untuk melangkahkan kaki ke separuh akhir dan kemungkinan mana tahu boleh menang menjuarai Piala Dunia untuk kali pertama dan juga perlawanan Morocco lawan Spain ataupun Maghribi lawan Spanyol. Sememangnya Morocco menewaskan Spanyol penentuan penalti 3-0. Tak sangka negara yang orang kata ranking yang rendah daripada Spanyol mampu menewaskan gegasi bola sepak Spanyol ni.
Dan saya rasa peminat-peminat tegar bola sepak di luar sana nantikan siapakah yang akan bakal menjulang Piala Dunia pada tahun 2022 ini. Baik penonton, kita ingin berehat sebentar. Tinggalkan dulu Piala Dunia, redakan dulu. Sekejap lagi kita akan bersama dengan artis-artis daripada Hong Kong sana jauh sekali. Jadi jangan ke mana-mana, kekal setia bersama kami di
Sejahtera Asia.
Jumaat ini, 4 finalis akan berentak.
Awak sebenarnya ada bakat yang tersendiri dan ada bakat yang hebat yang saya dapat lihat.
Alhamdulillah. Saya sangat terhibur dengan persembahan awak.
Mami suka awak punya tone. Dia lain daripada yang lain.
Terima kasih.
Kita tak ada tone ni kat Malaysia. Belum ada lagi.
Nantikan persaingan sengit di antara Santiana, Amin, dan Afif. Arung-arung dalam pentas akhir Getaran Jiwa, Jumaat 9 Disember 8.45 malam hanya di TVS.
連鬼都不如啊！你諗下，鬼都話間中出嚟嚇下人，俾人見下啦。特工喺邊啊？
你想做特務，係因為覺得好有型，所以一係就燒晒啲幻想佢，一係就唔好再喺面前出現。
因為有錢可以令到我構造更加大嘅夢想，跟住個夢想係喺全世界。
Are you crazy guy？
咁我唯有殺晒你哋。
仲話成日發夢要做咩特務喎？你估呢度係蘇聯啊嚇？
Itulah dia trailer daripada Call Me Agent, filem Hong Kong kolaborasi dengan Malaysia dan ada dua pengarah, iaitu seorang pengarah dari Malaysia, seorang pengarah dari Hong Kong menjayakan filem ini. Dan pagi ini kita akan bersama dengan seorang pengarah dari Malaysia dan juga dua orang watak utama dalam filem ini, iaitu kita jemput khas terus untuk kita cerita tentang Call Me Agent ini, iaitu bersama saya Vincent as a main actor and of course Po Yiu and Vincent and Michael, director, Mr. Director. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Nice to meet you guys.
It's good to have all of you here. But before that, we would like to ask for you and Vincent. I think this is your first time in Sarawak, coming to Sarawak. So did you try any local food, Sarawak local food so far?
Actually, the first day I arrived here, we had a koloi for lunch.
Koloi for lunch?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really good.
It is a nice tries. But what do you think about Kuching City, Vincent?
Wow, I've never been place which very beautiful, nice weather, very nice people.
Nice people, beautiful people, handsome people.
Wow, very relaxing. And wow,
really proud
when I got enter this place, wow, I want to stay here forever.
Yeah. Wow, we welcome that. We really welcome. So before we start our sessions, we would like to know a little bit more about this movie. Maybe Michael.
Okay. So basically, this movie is about dream, because when we are young, everybody has a dream, right? And then somehow, when we grow older, to some people, we sort of need to decide, whether should we pursue our dream or do something more realistic. And then, especially when you pursue dreams that is not conventional, right? So normally our parents, the Asian parents, they will say, oh, why don't you go for something more realistic, safer, and so on. So this movie is about things like that, and basically the movie is about this young lady who has a dream of becoming a secret agent, which is acted by
So this is the dream for a young lady to be an agent. So I would like to ask Vincent first. What is your character in this film?
My character, I am called Wing, who is a very professional agent who was trained when he was small. But actually, I thought that my character is just work for money. Yeah, he just worked for organization. He accomplished so many missions for the organization. So when in some situation that if you ask him to save people without money, he just ran away. So so when he met Po Yiu, who really dreamed of being an agent, she was crazy and. Don't understand why she want to be an agent, because it's just a normal job for me. I just work for money. This is my daily life, and so don't ask me to do anything without money. He is such kind of person. But in once a day, he failed to save some children who suffer from human trafficking, and eventually they died. So this was his most disgraceful thing in his life. So he want to compensate for this thing. So when he met Po Yiu, he wanted to try to refuse her, get her away, but when she was in danger, because those memories came across, we recall those bad things, and so this is the complex relationship between me and her.
How about your character as well? Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about your character.
Why you want to be an agent?
Yeah, that's the thing.
My character is called Mil. She's a normal girl, just living a normal life. But she likes to daydream because she wants to be someone special. But in real life, she's not good at she's not good at anything. She's just studying is not that good and doesn't have really something that she's good at. So she thought about, oh, how can I be special? How can I be good at something? And one day she suddenly obsessed with agent. She's thinking, oh, maybe I can be a secret agent. Maybe this is fun. This is my way. This is finally something that I can be good at, my career. So she started to pursue this dream, and she has a lot of guns and everything, like posters for like agent movies in her room. And one day she met Wing, a real agent, accidentally, like meeting him. So like she just chased after him, like, please teach me how to be an agent. I want to follow you. I want to learn from you. So the story is about what happens after they meet.
The story begins after the character meet up, and then there are more stories to come about that afterward. So maybe Michael would like to share with us a little bit more. How do you find both of them is the most suitable for the character
because
at that time?
It's collaboration between Malaysia and Hong Kong, right? So we do the casting from two countries. So we try to scout the correct actors for the film throughout Malaysia and Hong Kong. And Vincent was he acted in one of our director, another Hong Kong director movie before this. So I saw the film as well. So we, you know, even during that time, we feel that he's already very suitable because this movie also involves comedy. So he can play role that, you know, you don't, because there are two types of comedy actors, right? Some you need to really act funny, but some you can just do it naturally. Like you don't have to act very funny, but it can still be funny. So he's a character. We think that he's the kind of character. So that's why we casted him. And then for Po Yiu, of course, Po Yiu, this role is a bit difficult, more difficult to find because like Vincent, he has worked with one of the directors before, so we know him. But Po Yiu, we really try to find it from all over. So Malaysia also we did a lot of casting, Hong Kong also we did a lot, and then until actually we have two options that we are weighing. So who should we take from Malaysia or Hong Kong? So also is as good have their own pool. And ultimately we decided with Po Yiu because she, and then we feel that we made the right decision after we watched the film. So that's the correct move.
Congratulations on that.
So I would like to ask Po Yiu, we know that these films also have action scenes. We use a lot of gas and everything and so on. So how you train yourself to ensure that scene is successful? Is it you take martial art lessons?
Oh yeah, actually, beginning of the movie, I had a 6-minute long action scene. So actually, for that scene, few months before the movie starts shooting, we both had martial art training, and we had a few weeks of training in Hong Kong. And after that, when we came to Malaysia, we also continued our training by Malaysian coach. So we actually had training at the place without AC. So it's really hot. It was really hot and tough, and we had to fight with each other and practice boxing and some flips. So actually, it was really challenging for me. But luckily, I danced a lot before, and I learned Muay Thai before. So
Is there any incident happen during shooting?
Oh yes, actually, I got hurt quite a lot during the shooting. Especially there was a scene that I have to slide through the corner to hide myself, and so I used my knee to slide so that I can keep low. So at that scene, because shooting, it's all about different angles, and you have to different trials and errors. So I did that for 20 to 30 times. So
just for
I got a really big bruise on my knees, and on both knees actually. So it was at that time I feel it was painful, but this is like the memory that this is like the mark that I did this.
Yeah, you did. It's something. It's something like memory, as you said.
Accomplished something. Yes.
That's very good. Your experience. Although I understand that this is your first film. Is it your first film? Yes. So I think that is a great achievement for you on that. But how's about Vincent? I think before this you've been in one of the film as well. So how your preparation toward the character so far for this film?
Oh, for the fight film, I never worried because I was a naughty boy during my secondary life. I always had quarrel with the schoolmates, classmates. Always solve this in a traditional way, which is a fight with my classmate. So I was trained when I was small. Just kidding.
Literally born.
I think it's true. Maybe it's
hurt a lot. Hurt by others.
Maybe it's gangster from Hong Kong. Young and dangerous.
Actually, this was my first time to participate in an action movie. We went through a very difficult time because just as Po Yiu said, we both training in both Hong Kong and Malaysia. We learn gymnastics, we learn martial arts, Muay Thai, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If we could accomplish all those training courses, I think we could participate in Olympics. Actually, I remember a very special case. Just as Po Yiu said, we enter a training room. Very first time, that was without air condition. And when me, Po Yiu, and another actress called Belle, we enter for 15 minutes. We kept on sweating, and Belle almost faint and vomit. I keep on talking to myself when I saw her almost vomit. I should tolerate because I just taken nasi lemak. I don't want to vomit in the place. It's so disgusting. So I took that lesson. I keep on tolerating and just keep on fighting. No matter how hard, how.
At the end of it, you managed to finish the scene. So I think it's very good conversation so far between all of us. But we want to take a break for a while. Jadi penonton kita ingin berehat sebentar. Kembali selepas ini hanya di Sejahtera Asia. Kembali lagi bersama kami di Sejahtera Asia pada pagi ini, Call Me Agent. Itulah yang kita bincangkan, sebuah filem kolaborasi di antara Malaysia dan Hong Kong. Semestinya filem yang sangat menarik seperti tadi perkongsian yang jelas dikongsikan oleh para tetamu kita di studio. Sekali lagi bersama kita adalah Michael, Vincent dan Po Yiu, di mana mereka adalah kru kepada filem Call Me Agent ini. Dan kita ingin bertanya juga kepada pengarah filem ini. Kita dengar-dengar penonton semalam diadakan preview di TGV Viva City Mall di Kuching ini, dan kita ingin tahu apakah feedback daripada orang ramai yang menonton filem Call Me Agent ini. Dan Michael, would you like to share a little bit more, because I was understand that the preview was yesterday. So how was the feedback from the audience or those who are intended the preview?
I think Kuching people, Sarawak people, they are very nice people. So the reaction was very good. And this is the first time that we are doing a premiere in Sarawak. So we feel that the audiences, they are quite receptive to this kind of projects and collaboration. So so I think it was quite a good reaction.
Why you choose Kuching for this preview?
Because it's a very nice city, and previously we did a lot of promotion for our previous movie in Peninsular Malaysia, and we didn't really have a chance to come to Sarawak. So we have always wanted to do a promotion here, and that's why not only we want to do it this time, but to make it the first premiere for our movies.
So I would like to ask Po Yiu, how do you make a chemistry between both of you? Because before this, I guess you never worked together. So how you make chemistry?
Actually, because I got chosen for this movie in an audition, so after I got chosen, I met the whole crew for the first time. So it's like all people that I don't know.
Yeah.
So I didn't know them, but then the director, he's very nice. He suggests, we should have a gathering before the trainings and shooting, so you can get along with Vincent first. So actually we had few meals together, and also because I followed the whole crew to Malaysia, and actually Vincent was taking good care of me.
Yeah.
He
Vincent,
was
you should
very gentleman.
Touchable.
Very gentleman. He told me that like, I know you would be worried. You're a girl alone following us here to Malaysia, a place that you don't know. Don't worry. We will take good care of you. And he brought me to have good food. Like after training, we would eat together. So it's like we get close really fast and became good friends. And so it feels like until the shooting, we were already good friends, and so it's easy to have all these acting and like chemistry, teasing each other like in the
Vincent,
film.
don't cry.
What I can say is the bonding between both of you has been building up, and then it's good for the production as well.
Yes.
So I think that is one of those how the tips can be between both of the actor basically, right? So maybe Michael would like to share a little bit more. I want to know, where is the location in Hong Kong or Malaysia usually? Last time you've been shoot.
Mainly we do it in Klang Valley area, because we wanted the main city look, so we did it there, and then part of it was shot in Hong Kong. So but the entire movie, it wasn't set in a particular place, because we wanted to make it something that's more general, so that because sometimes we go for movies that are more localized, right? Yeah. But for this one, we wanted to make it more universal, so that it can be accepted by more audiences like that.
How's about because we understand that this movie has been shot on 2018. So I think it's because of the pandemic, all those things, and then just be announced. Maybe what is the procedure between back then for you to come out with this movie, especially between Hong Kong and Malaysia? The procedure that you need to go through.
For us, the procedure was pretty straightforward, because Malaysia, they are very supportive of collaboration like this. And for us, the main thing of doing a collaboration is because we want to work with people from other places, so that we can also promote Malaysia as a shooting locations and so on. So that's one of our main purpose to do it. But overall, I think they have a very good experience here. And definitely would like to do more projects like this, as long as the audiences are supportive. So that's why the audience will be very important to the project.
It's a very good news for both of you. Actually. So more collaboration after this.
Yeah. Once the audience come in and support us in the cinemas, right? Then, so yeah.
In the next project.
Then the next one we come Sarawak and then we can.
Maybe who knows, right? Yeah, who knows? We can do more. We can do more lots of things.
So I'd like to ask Vincent. Mr. Gentleman Guy for this morning. All right. So, what is the biggest challenges in this movie? So, we want to to ensure that every scenes must be delivered. What the director told. What is the biggest challenges?
I think the biggest challenge is that this is not only an action film, but action comedy. For comedy, it's always hard to anticipate how the audience reaction. Yeah. So we have to be very precise in every punchline, and we keep on improvising when we're shooting. And sometimes when we're making jokes, sometimes we thought we are funny, but in others people's mind, they will sometimes they will react. Oh, you're telling me a joke to make me laugh, ha 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 ha! But I don't think it's funny. It's always a common thing when we watch a comedy. So we keep on continuing working in those punchline, and this is the most difficult things rather than the action. Because for the action, it's more easier for us to practice and anticipate. But so far, after the last night, we heard that the audience laughing for 20 times. That we were relieved, because our aim is to produce a film which the most important thing is to make people laugh. They will relax, and I think so. If you ask me, the challenge is how to collaborate action and comedy, especially comedy side.
That is one of the challenge that each of the actor they need to really anticipate, as you said. To combine the emotions and the character together. So, but our sessions today is come to the end of it. So maybe we would like to share something to your fan outside there. Especially those who are watching Sejahtera Asia right now, and maybe you can invite them to watch this.
When it will be released, maybe you can share starting from director.
Okay, the movie will be released on 22nd December. Hopefully the Sarawak audiences can come in and support us in the movie, because we have watched a lot of Hollywood films, right? So Asian films, I think. So hopefully, this with your support, we can make more films like this and come to Sarawak to shoot our next film.
How about you?
That's very good.
So our movie will come and premiere at December 22nd. So it's like the festival, like everyone's like celebrating Christmas and also until New Year's. So I think this would be a good entertainment for all of you, like with family and with friends, to go to the cinema and have a good time enjoying our movie and have a good laugh. So I hope all of you have a nice, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah.
How about Vincent?
Apa kabar? Nama saya Vincent. Saya penyanyi, aktor, pelakon. Aku cinta Malaysia.
That's a good one.
So, sincerely, we wish that you can come to the cinema to watch our film. We may not be the best film in the world, but we are a special one. If you are looking for a film which cooperate with both Malaysia and Hong Kong, we wish to come to watch our film. This would be a pioneer for Malaysia and Hong Kong. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Po Yiu. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you so much. We really wish that everything will be good, and wish you all the best.
I hope the movie will get
we really
hit.
pray that this one will be success.
Yep. Okay.
Jadi penonton, kita ingin berehat sebentar juga, kembali kepada segmen seterusnya selepas ini. Sebentar tadi kita ke Hong Kong, selepas ini kita pergi ke Singapura pula. Jangan ke mana-mana, hanya di
Sejahtera Asia.
Digital ekonomi merangkumi pendigitalan dan transformasi. Penonton-penonton, tanpa ada kedua elemen ini, maka sebuah produksi itu tidak akan optimum ataupun maksima. Sesuai dengan seruan Kerajaan Sarawak ke arah PCDS 2030 dalam mencapai dan dalam kecekapan mencapai produktiviti terutamanya yang ada di Sarawak ini di dalam dunia pendigitalisation, itu harus dibincangkan pada hari ini bersama tetamu kita sangat istimewa sekali, dan mereka ini sebenarnya penonton adalah sekeluarga. Datang bersama kita di Sejahtera Asia dalam membincangkan tajuk iaitu Digital Transformation and Moving Forward in Sarawak. Saya perkenalkan, iaitu beliau adalah Evvia Veno di sebelah sana. Beliau adalah founder kepada produk spesialis Esther Jau dan juga Antti Jau-Johansson. So a very good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good to have all of you here. Basically, this is kind of a family gathering. Pre-Christmas. But before that, we've been understand that digitalization is one word that the thing that really familiar right now. So even all the world, because of the pandemics, they come in with digitalization. Algebra technology, your company has been set up as well for this transformation of digitalization. Maybe you would like to share a little bit more about the backgrounds of your companies back then, Evvia? Yeah, to us.
So Algebra Technology is a startup tech company, and which we recently funded this year on May. So although Algebra Technology, we practice a similar business model as our business startup in Singapore, but and then also our methods and concepts are actually the same. So the three methods and concepts that we apply in our way of doing things is design thinking, agile, and lean. Yeah. So yeah, that's actually what we are doing.
So this is good then, because I can say that this accommodates our need actually in Sarawak itself as well. So how about you, Esther? Would you like to say something?
I've been in these digital transformations. I just call it DT for today. It's very difficult. It's a digital transformation. So we actually we run our business in Singapore, and because I've been dealing with a lot of SME startup and in the business developments, and then try to figure out how actually they can adopt these digitalizations and the transformation into the business processes. And then Algebra Technology is a startup, and like what Evvia said, and we apply the duplicate, whatever with the practices, the methodologies to bring it to Kuching, Sarawak, especially in Kuching. And then why we are different is because we adopt that kind of mindset. We bring the Silicon Valley startup culture inside our organization. So which means that we do developments on the customer-centric, client-centric focus in our development. So whereby we bring, for example, in the journey, I just give in the journey of digitalization and transformation. So we bring in the corporate, the CEO together with the head of divisions come together to discuss about, to align their business goal. They have to, we come across the CEO have a totally different goal, and the divisions come into the discussion, they're totally aligned. They don't know what is the business goal the business owner wanted to do. Right. So that is where all the digitalizations fell. And according to Business Harvard Review, they have make a survey among all the CEO and top executive of business owner, and they recognize that DT is one of the number one risk factor that they want to tackle. Unfortunately, there are 70% of this DT fail. So why is it fail? It's because it requires mindset change.
Yeah, you're right.
That is why all the CEO and head of divisions come together to align the business focus. When they realize that, okay, this is the adaptation that we want to do now, only then they find the technology that can drive the business. Often people go in shortcut, just shopping around and then find a solution and then they think it's going to fit into their business. However, it doesn't fit. You know what happened? They have to change the way they do business to fit the solution because they're pre-made. Yeah. So this is the differences of what Algebra Technology would like to bring to Kuching, and then we want to bring this methodology and concept, and then we want to groom a team of expertise here in Sarawak. So be it like software development and UI and UX designer. So we want to have this team here. Yes.
So talking about digital, the digital is the future. So you guys are based in Singapore before this. We know that Singapore government is very committed to ensure that digital transformation must be implemented in there. So how does the government in Singapore push the digital transformation in Singapore?
Okay. Right. I just take the first question first. How Singapore government does that? As far as I remember, the day when I stepped my foot in Singapore, that is more than 20 years ago, the Singapore government already pushed these digital transformations. So therefore, it already started very, very long time ago. So the Singapore government has invested a lot of times, money into this DT, and then they, along the way until today, we can see that they is still investing, and they're also reaping of the benefit. And why, how they do it, they actually get business owner and companies and leaders in the government to buy in the idea. So they managed to get all these people, the leadership, to buy in the idea on the DT. Then after that, they do a lot of engagement with the different company, different level of company, and they reach out aggressively to the company, the CEO, the HR directors, how you can do this. Participate, they invite you to the seminar, and a lot of workshop. Yeah, that's where they do it.
That's quite interesting for us, dan kita juga difahamkan pada penonton di mana sebentar tadi mengikut Puan sendiri, negara Singapura sangat menekankan digitalisation ini dalam mempersiapkan modal insan, terutamanya memenuhi peluang pekerjaan juga. Dan kita tengok bahawa dan lihat sedar sendiri bahawa digitalisation di ada di Singapura ini far beyond dan Sarawak sendiri. Dan kita difahamkan algebra teknologi juga mempunyai pencapaian yang baik di dalam dunia digitalisation ini. Dan izinkan saya di mana I want to know more about the achievement. Because last October, algebra technology was the only setup in Sarawak successfully participate in this Asia higher education technology that are shown in Singapore, if not mistaken. So I would like to say a little bit more, Ms. Aina, about this, the product that you have that you showcased before.
Okay. So the EduTech Asia actually was held in Marina Bay Sands Expo in Singapore. So it was the largest exhibition and conference for educator provider or edutech provider. So most people who participate there are like teachers. They come from various backgrounds in education sector. So we were the only Sarawak startup actually among the 32 startups in Singapore at that time. So for us, the event came timely because as at Algebra, we just launched our new SaaS platform for education. So this platform is called Snowflake. So it is driven by individualized approach. So this is where individuals is assessed first before implementing or continuing doing, continuing teaching, And so it's different than other platforms. So Snowflake is online curriculum management. So it's not like a learning management system.
Would you like to add something?
Yeah.
So the starting point in Snowflake starts from the students' needs. And from the students' needs, evaluating what's the level of a student and the needs they have. And then only then, once that is established, then look at how to best improve the person, how the person can best grow up, and then attach the training and learning to it. And then collect data and whatnot along this journey, so that then it's like a holistic solution then for the teachers to get rid of a lot of the administrative work they actually need to do. That's like really a painful thing for teachers, and we're very happy to work closely with teachers on this one. And that is also like a design thinking approach that was used in building this product, working closely with teachers and figuring out that how to really help them in their work. Not only thinking about like organizational processes and reports, but how the daily work for a teacher happens and how they can make it easier and better for them.
Talking about digital transformation, I would like to ask a general question. We know that the state government in Sarawak is very committed to ensure that this digital transformation must be implemented in this Sarawak. But how do you foresee the digital transformation in Sarawak?
Okay, so in Sarawak, the state government's role and support in this digital transformation has been positive, and we can see this have generated visible result. So first is it encourage various innovation and solution, as we can see, and then second also it creates awareness and interest. But and it's also beneficial actually for the right mindset. But also, as we can see during and post COVID-19, right? You see the acceleration of digitalization, especially in Sarawak, like e-commerce, e-payment. But as also during this period, most businesses and users are, have no choice but to adopt this digitalization. So, but without having the space or ability to actually think and actually transform with it. So it actually just becomes a tool. So yeah, after this good initial start in Sarawak, so the next challenge, good question, is how to encourage more transformative approach. So which is digital transformation and not just digitalization. So Antti can further talk about digital transformation.
Correct. So the term digital transformation is like bringing the digital solution, digital ideas, but then there must be the element of transformation. And how to combine these two things together. And then with transformation comes the situation that there needs to be innovation with the transformation. We had to figure out something new. And when we try to figure out something new, then it's not the same as like doing other projects where we are doing the regular things. But we need to change the way we think, because now we are actually optimizing for innovation rather than optimizing for a lot of output. So now we optimize for creating new ideas, for example. So how we, for example, work as a team to create a lot of ideas. So instead of having, for example, a hierarchy that would maybe be very good for delivering a lot of output, so now perhaps we have to flatten it so that we are all at the same level, we can collaborate. And like I think Esther mentioned earlier about some of our experiences about the CEO finding out about that their team don't know what his vision is. And also the CEO don't know what the challenges of the people are with customers. So those are the things that when we flatten the communication, so suddenly new things pop up. And it can be very illuminating for the whole organization. And it exposes things, and when things are exposed, then we can actually come up with new ideas and solutions and take things forward.
Because as we can see that it provides solutions. But the most important innovation, as you said, not only in terms of technology but the mindset as well. It need to be innovated as well. Jadi we want to take a break for a while. Jadi penonton banyak sebenarnya yang kita ingin kongsikan mengenai transformasi digital ini. Jangan ke mana-mana. Kembali selepas ini hanya di Sejahtera Asia.
Lagi dalam Sejahtera Asia. Terima kasih kepada penonton masih lagi kekal bersama kami masih dalam topik kita digital transformation moving forward Sarawak. So still talking about digital transformation, but I would like to ask about your plan ahead regarding of your business. What is your plan expanding business in Sarawak?
Okay, so we look forward to work closely with potential customers and partners, especially those who have their heart and ideas to transform the way they work, the way they do things, by using digital technology and then also a new business model. But most importantly, they need to put people first before doing something. So as a new startup, we are actually looking for business partners and investors actually to work with, especially to boost our snowflake product to the market, and also to expand our service beyond Sarawak. Because during the recent EduTech Asia, we received quite a number of response actually, and so in order to move on, we are looking for investors to actually market it further and actually to develop it further. Because it's a customized system. So besides that, we also have visions for young Sarawakians. So Esther can share.
Actually, when we first thinking about to bring this algebra technology in Sarawak, I was really excited about it because my heart is this what's staying in Singapore for more than 30 years. So I really think that we should do something. I think Sarawakians should come back and bring the knowledge and share things with the Sarawakian here. So to elaborate on Evvia saying that our product Snowflake is receiving a very good from overseas, different countries. So, which needs a lot of explorations in terms of financial to bring it out. And with that, we're also thinking that how we could set up a team here in Kuching. The team in Kuching is supposed to be like a front-end developer, back-end developer, UI and UX designer. So we want to groom them. We have the expertise here. He's been in software development for most of his life. And then we practice agile in our way of doing things in our software development. So we want to mentor these students, either they're from ICT or from university students in the university studying information technology, and we focus more on software development. Software development, which is I think is so lack here, generally in the whole Malaysia. The whole Malaysia. So this is we envision to have the hub here, the hub of Sarawak talents that full with all these software developments, because we are naturally talented in design.
You're right.
The Borneo people are talented in design. So if we can bring these ideas to them, give them an opportunity, I'm sure we can build these capabilities here. And they can get training here 2-3 years, and then they can go to Silicon Valley or they can go to Singapore to their work and so on. So it's a stepping stone for them.
I can say I agree with that as a stepping stone for them, and it's kind of provide opportunity. And beside that, what I can see is that algebra technology will be providing training and equip them, polish out them for a better job in the future. So we know that this digital transformation is the buzzword at the edge of the technology nowadays. So maybe Mr. Antti would like to share, our audience probably watching right now, they have been thinking, wondering, is there any opportunity? Is there any huge opportunity that can be taking part, especially in Singapore, that maybe you can provide something for them in terms of this ICT information technology?
Yeah, in terms of the opportunities in Singapore, so how we see this is that really like creating bringing this competence here and then start building it up, building a team in Sarawak that will be highly competent. And like we just talked about Snowflake also, our eyes are like for the global distribution of that product and reaching out, and therefore the competence that needs to be built has to be in that kind of level. It has to be like globally competitive level of competence. And when we have competence at that level, so then certainly Singapore is a near place. It's just next to us, and then therefore we can reach out there, and that's like the first place where that competence can also be utilized for other types of digital transformation projects and creating new experiences for people.
Very good.
So that's how we see that. You have to go kind of the hard way, build the competence ground up, and when you have that, then you can go with that.
So talk about digital transformation. I have been interviewed the CEO of MDEC Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation. Before this, we also talk about economy digital. This is a general question. Do you think that people are ready with this digital? What do you think? Is it they are ready with this transformation?
Actually, maybe you can
What
see
often what often happens is that, like, because if the transformation part is missed, then technology solutions are pushed that are not compatible with people already. You forget the people. But that's why we, like Evvia mentioned, that our thing, we have this design thinking there. And the most, if you simplify what design thinking really means, design thinking means that we consider people and people as a real individuals that you can empathize with. So you have to empathize with the customers, you have to empathize with the people in the workplace who are going to use these digital solutions. Empathize meaning go into their shoes and walk in their steps, and to learn that and build then that into the solution. Rather than taking something from somewhere that doesn't fit and force people to use it, they create something that works for them and put the people first. And that is what the transformation is about. So, and then we bring this transformation and then use the technology to benefit that. And it's not only people, of course, then there has to be also the business perspective. So typically there's three components in it. The technology is one, the business is one, but then very importantly, the people.
I think that is the most important component, the people itself, to make it really work. Maybe
I want to add.
Esther would like to add something.
To answer to your question in layman term, he is so very technical the person. To answer to that, yes and no, people are ready. Majority are ready to adopt digital, what do you call, digitize or digitalization. However, the transformative digitalization is not ready yet because it requires mindset change. Yes, that's where actually we come in. Actually, we do have this is not easy. DT is not easy in any business setup, but we do have our methodology how we come in as a technology partner to come in to facilitate that kind of workshop with them to bring a line, because from our experience, when we bring people come together to do the changes, there's a lot of resistance. A lot of resistance. So the changes has to be agreed upon, the CEO, business owner, and then the people who work on the ground.
Harvard Business Review on this topic just now, and they also emphasize this aspect that when we do this digital transformation, you have to do it with the insiders. You have to have the people from the company who is actually doing it. But then how can they do it if they've never done it before? So there we can help. But our role is only to facilitate and guide the process, but then it's for the people inside who should be involved, because there they get the buy-in as well, and they create what helps them and so forth. So that all kind of gets solved through that. But often this doesn't happen. Instead, people tend to ask, like, okay, where's the consultant that you can bring in that will solve my problem, and I don't need to think. So that's the easy way.
That's what I can say. It is very interesting topic to discuss about this digitalization, and we really know that this is one of our Sarawak government objective to really achieve the 2030. But before that, we would like to appreciate so much. Thank you for the information that you shared to us, for your time, assisted.
Sharing. All right. Thank you to Antti, Jau-Johansson, Evvia, and Esther for sharing for this topic, digital transformation and moving forward in Sarawak. Mungkin digital transformasi ini lambat dilakukan di negara kita, tapi sebenarnya kita masih ada masa untuk kita mengubah gaya hidup kita, untuk kita mengubah cara sektor kita bekerja, kerana digital ini sebenarnya banyak memberikan manfaat kepada kehidupan harian kita. Saya suka memetik satu pepatah ataupun ayat-ayat ni. Mungkin pada 20 tahun yang lalu kita tidak, ataupun mungkin sebelum ini kalau kita terlupa untuk menanam pokok pada masa sekarang, kita ada masa untuk menanam pokok pada masa kini, iaitu inilah masa untuk kita mengubah dasar, untuk kita mengubah polisi agar segala strategi dilaksanakan dalam merealisasikan digital ini dapat diterjemahkan dalam bentuk yang positif. Itu saja untuk hari ini. Sejahtera Asia melabuhkan tirai. Saya Juzack.
Dan penonton jangan lupa tanam pokok sekarang. Bak kata Juzak tadi, saya Elexson Nillian hanya di Sejahtera Asia.
Daripada Inspirasi, kami cetuskan inovasi.
Bye.
Menarik 10.